Guys, please don't forget to subscribe on the channel of WealthMunshi. Click on the bell icon and get the latest updates.
So friends, last video was the episode 11. We had discussed about what is an expense, what is the importance of managing expense, and how expense can be an important integral part to create wealth on a long term. This video we're going to talk about what is a savings, importance of savings, what are the most popular savings, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of savings. Before I go ahead, ask yourself a question. How far will you go to make sure that you save enough for your kids' education, the wedding, your own retirement? Are you doing enough to save for these goals? Where have you achieved on these goals? How far are you from these goals? What action have you taken for all these goals? And if not taken any action, are you working with someone who can guide you, handhold you, and direct you to take care of all these goals and accordingly save for these goals? What is a saving and why savings are important? Saving is a very important part to create wealth. Saving can help you accumulate large quantities to make large purchases. At the same point of time can be a very good backup to make sure if any contingency comes in, your available fund can take care of all these emergencies. Money saved is money earned. We always tell this to all our clients. Very important for us to know is that savings comes to you in you for a habit. Let's take an example. How do you spell habit? H-A-B-I-T. If you remove the H, what remains? A bit. If you remove the A, what remains? Bit. If you remove the B, what remains is it. And if you remove the T, what remains is I. So savings is a habit you need to cultivate for yourself and make sure that this is helpful to achieve your future goals. Now, what are the different types of savings? Now, there are many types of savings, but primarily which is there, very popular, is the bank savings account. This is not a good idea to keep your money in bank savings account because it gives you 2 to 3% today, which is also going to be taxable. There could be other savings instruments like liquid funds, overnight funds, which are slightly better, liquid as always. At the same point of time might slightly give us a better return. What are the different kinds of savings? Now there are 4 kinds of savings. One is an emergency fund saving. One is that I can touch the fund saving which you can withdraw it whenever you want. One is a goal-based saving. Now this is an important saving which basically makes sure that this money is saved for a specific goal. It could be education, retirement, wedding, or anything of that sort. And the fourth and the most important saving which is there a part of everyone's portfolio is the long-term savings, which is primarily for retirement. The most important reasons where people save globally is to make sure that they save money to reduce on their taxes. In India, the most popular tax savings is ATC, ATD, ATG, and the housing loan tax savings. Very important for us to know that over a period of time, when you grow in your profession, the tax savings will not play an important role. So look at always goal-based saving rather than tax-based saving. Secondly, a lot of people come to us and say we are very, very bad at saving. We're not able to save. So we always tell most of the investors, save first and then spend. You will always make sure that you do not overspend. What is the difference between savings and investment? Savings is basically a money where you accumulate for a specific goal. Investment is where you invest in your employee, it could be your company, it could be an investment which you believe will give a profit over a period of time. Very important investments for a corporate are their employees, their infrastructure, their development. It could be a software, anything to do with developing of their product, and similar kind of things where they grow in their business and make a profit. In terms of personal investment, the biggest investment which you can do is invest in your child. Make sure your child doesn't have to compromise on education due to cost. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, it's always good to start early. The earlier you start your saving, the chances of you to create a much larger wealth over a period of time for your child becomes possible. The more and more you grow in your age and your child becomes older, it's difficult for us to achieve these education funds. Larger corpuses, especially if your child has to go out to Harvard, or it could be a US or a UK university. Lastly but not the least is an investment which an investor makes in a startup or a company where he believes that the return could be 10x, 20x, depending on where he's investing. Is it a strategic investment? Is the investment towards the people whom he's helping to invest? Or it's again towards a debt or a debt convertible payment? So savings is basically a base where you create or accumulate wealth. Investment is where you multiply your wealth. So this is all about savings. In case you need to know more, you can always connect with our team. The next video is going to be the episode number 13, which is going to be on what is a repayment. What are the advantages, what are the most popular, and what are the disadvantages of repayments. Thank you so much. Be digital, be safe.